Folks, we'll get started if you don't mind. Please stand and join me for the pledge if you're able. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Welcome to the organizational meeting for the town of Messina for the town council for 2017. We usually meet in the first week of January to pass some resolutions that we need to pass, to make some appointments, and just get the house in order for business for the year. First off, 15-minute public comment period. There's not too many people in the public here. Any comments from anybody? Okay, we'll move on. First up, we need a resolution to, you don't have yours with you?
No, not one of these. You gave mine already.
Resolution to renew the investment policy.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion?
Is that Tom and Albert?
Yes. Okay, there's no discussion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Resolution to renew the substance abuse policy. The town of
So
motion and a second. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Discussion to renew the non-discrimination policy.
So moved. Second.
Oh, that's discussion. I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you got the version.
Non-discrimination policy.
It's a resolution, sorry.
Oh, okay, so this is resolution. All right, okay. So we've got a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Who made that motion? I'm sorry.
I did.
Sam and Steve, second? Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, opposed, motion carries. Resolution to appoint a compliance officer.
So moved. Second.
That'll be the town supervisor. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Resolution to name official newspapers the Daily Courier Observer and the Watertown Daily Times.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Do we need two?
We use them both, not all the time.
For advertising, don't we, for
Yeah.
bidding jobs and stuff?
If it's just a basic thing, we use Courier. If it's like.
So there's something on a more regional basis, we use
Yeah.
the Watertown for that reason? Okay. If they keep cutting staff, I don't know if I want to. Watertown.
Listen to that.
Ah.
Is it Bob?
Yeah,
Sort of,
now,
I think.
yes, yeah. So, okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up, a resolution authorizing town officials to attend the Association of Towns annual meeting in New York City on February 19th
To the 22nd.
19th to the 22nd. And expenses incurred to be paid by the town of Messina upon representation of itemized vouchers and on a regular council meeting receipts. Do we have a motion for that, please?
The date should be, oh yeah, you're right, 19th and 22nd, yeah. I'll make a motion.
Second. Okay, discussion. Have we, I don't remember how we've done this in the past. Do we have so much per day? Do we just
We've
reimburse
averaged,
exact
We've been
cost?
averaging, when Tom and I went, $50 for the day.
Okay.
And same thing with Steve went. The average per day, some days might have been more, some days less. Which is pretty tight in New York City.
For meals, yeah. Of course, lodging is a set cost, we stay where the thing is, so. And then, all right. Do we have a budget amount for this? We do, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Budget line? How much
We
is
have
that?
a budget amount for it.
Yes, we do, have a budget for,
Okay.
You don't have what?
Or-
The budget
I don't
would,
have the dollar amount in front of me, I'm not sure what we budgeted for.
Isn't it like 4,000 of that for all?
I think it's 4,000.
I think it was four or 5,000, I thought. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Typically it's been $2,500, I think that's all right.
I thought it was like 2,000, but average around 2,000.
For two people, typically.
2,000 each.
We,
Yeah.
Because you got travel, hotels, meals.
yeah, three
Cost.
people.
Does that leave any money for local?
The local, like, conferences, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
like
doesn't look much.
Watertown.
No.
What if we want to go to Watertown from
Yeah.
There is a conference,
Is it Tug Hill?
Tug Hill,
Tug Hill.
Watertown, yeah. There's always the one in Potsdam, there's other local ones, yeah. Those typically aren't a whole lot of money, $20-25 a piece maybe, and maybe a little mileage, I guess, if it's like Watertown, we pay mileage. So,
I think it's well worth it, there's a lot of good conferences there, the comptroller actually every year says, if anybody gives you flack about attending the Association of Towns, tell them that the comptroller, Tom Monopoly, said it was a good event to go to.
there's a ton of information.
Pay for it.
There's a ton of information, that's always about that. Okay. We have a motion and a second, any further discussion?
what if there's more than two that wanna go?
Then we will make accommodations for that.
I'll go for it.
I mean, I expressed interest to go before, but if there's somebody else that would rather.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to go either.
Well, could we, what if we take the amount of money that's there and divide it by however many people going? And then, obviously, you would incur some out-of-pocket expense, maybe, potentially, I guess, if it's $5,000 and we've been spending $4 for 2 people, then it's probably gonna be 6, right, for 2 people, so. I think if you take the 5 and divide it by, hopefully, 3 or 4, then you're much more out of pocket.
Albert won't go.
Albert went 3 times, and that's plenty, that's a big expense. They used to have, first time they had a bus, and the bus stopped in towns and
You
took
took
you to
that
New
bus.
York.
Yeah.
Then we went by train from Plattsburgh, and then we flew one time. But it's a very, you're in the New York Hilton. We used to stay at the Novotel.
This year, you're in town.
The Novotel, did you say?
But the
We
Marriott,
stayed at
This
Novotel.
year, it's the Marriott right in Times Square.
Yeah, that's right, when I went, we were right there.
same price as the Hilton.
For the conferences. I thought you said no-tell one time.
Oh, cool. It was-
We also, should, in this same resolution, should amend the motion to identify a voting delegate and an alternate delegate.
Who's going?
No, Sam and Steve said they wanted to go, so, anybody else gonna go?
No, I won't go.
No.
Okay. So who wants to be, who made the motion? Sam made the motion?
Yep.
Do you wanna be the delegate, Sam, the voting
Sure.
delegate? And then Steve will be the alternate. All right, so you're okay if they amend the motion for that purpose? Sam?
Yes,
Okay, and then Steve, you're okay with the second, right? Amending that, okay. All right, so there we have it. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Abstention, motion carries. Resolution authorizing the town clerk to attend the town clerk's conference, and expenses, the expenses incurred be covered by the town of Messina upon representation of itemized vouchers and receipts at a regular meeting.
So moved.
second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Resolution to accept the regular monthly meeting schedule for the 2017 calendar year, which is in your packet. Yeah, I didn't bring mine with me, and that's not my desk. The only change will be, we need to change the one in February, right?
No.
Oh, the 15th, okay, so we'll be all right. No, so we'll
Has
be
it been changed?
Check on that.
The 15th or 3rd?
The 15th will be the third Wednesday.
15th.
Yeah, first, 8th, 15th. Okay, so we're good. All right, so if there's no changes, we would approve the town board meeting schedule as consistent to our tradition of the third Wednesday of each month at 5:30.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Resolution to establish as official banks, First Niagara, Community Bank, Key Bank, and NBT Bank. No Key Bank at all? Okay.
First Niagara, we
Correct.
use them either.
We don't
They
use
don't
Social Ed?
exist anymore.
Oh,
They're now
no.
Key Bank.
So it's just, so the resolution will be to designate Community Bank and MBT Bank as official banks of the town of Messina, is that correct? Nothing else? No other bank? Okay. Have a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second by Mr. O'Shaughnessy. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Next up, a resolution to accept the procurement policy, either as is or with any changes. So I would accept the motion to, accept it as is.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Abstentions, motion carries, all right. The resolution, next up, resolution to contract with, I would propose Eric Gustafson to continue as the town attorney at the rate of, at a contract for a rate of $150 per hour, plus incidental costs listed in the contract. He will provide a written contract with proof of insurance before we move forward. Is there a motion to that effect?
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second, discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign a hold harmless agreement with St. Lawrence County. This is highway related, correct?
So moved.
And motion, is there a second? Motion and a second, by Mr. Miller. Discussion.
I think I asked this before, what does that entail? Just so they're harmless for any damages, if they're operating on our roads, or,
It's the other way around,
oh, for our
because we
plow?
plow their roads and,
Okay.
So then they will hold us
yeah,
Okay,
responsible
so-
for,
All right, so the whole town is harmless?
Yeah.
Right. The county, okay.
annual contract with these. Yeah, every year,
I have it right here, if you want to look at it.
it's just like
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Abstentions, motion carries. Next up, a resolution to renew the following contracts under blanket resolution. Okay, before I take a motion here, do you wanna take out North Country Life Flight and postpone
And-
that, delay that?
And I would like to take out Louisville Rescue for the reason of, due to the current situation where the amount of training it takes to get volunteers, the number of people volunteering are down, and other issues that we look at the contract with Louisville. The reason I'm saying that is because before, as far as I know, Louisville offered first responders and/or assistance to Messina Rescue with calls in their areas. And while under the contract, I don't know if that's happening now. I would like to look into that and make
Okay.
sure that that is happening, if they're providing assistance in any way they can, or is it just now strictly Messina Rescue
Okay,
providing the service without any first responders from Louisville Fire?
okay. So let's do this. Actually, rescue squad should be MVEU, I believe.
Yeah.
It's the emergency volunteer emergency unit. So I entertain a resolution to renew the following contracts under a blanket resolution. One with the Messina Volunteer Emergency Unit for, rescue squad services or, life support, or whatever you call it, first responder services. Meals on Wheels, the Aluminum Historical Society,
Do you need that?
what?
Aluminum historical, because we don't charge them that anymore.
Yeah, let's do it. Do we need that anymore, Joe?
No.
You don't think so? Okay. All right, so it'll be a resolution for MVU, Meals on Wheels, Chamber of Commerce, and the Messina Humane Society. Do I have a motion to that effect?
Even though, oh, okay, well, I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay, discussion now.
Even though you don't charge your Little Historical Society, you still have a contract with them that says you don't charge them, so we have to have a contract.
It was for space in the museum, well, maybe we do for space in the museum still, which you still have, so,
Doesn't hurt that.
yeah, all right, let's, who made the motion?
I did.
You'll amend it to
Yes, I
include
will.
Little Historical? Albert, you're okay
Yeah.
with the amendment? Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next up, a resolution to renew the Employee Assistance Program contract contract with Reach Out, effective, January 1 of 2017 through 12/31 of 17 for $3,600 per year, $300 a month.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion, everybody knows what that's about, right? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. One more time, a resolution to, approve the use of municipal investor services for our financial work.
Second.
Motion and a second, discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Another blanket resolution, to designate, some titles and responsibilities. Deputy Registrar in the Town Clerk's office will be Janine Browse, Deputy Town Clerk will be Janine Browse. The Justice Court Clerk will be, Dora Richter. Assistant Court Clerk Martha Granger, Receiver of Taxes Taylor Price, Deputy Receiver of Taxes Renell Garlock. Second Deputy Receiver of Taxes is actually Nancy Frigo and Brenda Musa. Town Historian Mary Ellen Castleman, Town Archivist Linda McDonald, Superintendent of Maintenance of Buildings and Grounds, Frank D'Agostino, Superintendent of Highways, Frank D'Agostino, Airport Manager, Frank D'Agostino. Maintenance, why is that separate? This says maintenance James Bexley, what? It's all, that should be, that's all covered by the contract now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
I don't think that needs, let's delete that one. Okay, Dogmore is a contract with, again, with the Humane Society, that should be. They provide those services, for us. And the town policeman is a contract with the village police. Okay, with that, two corrections, you entertain a motion to approve these.
So moved.
Motion, is there a second? Second.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Question.
discussion, yeah.
Two things, the village police, that was the contract with the airport?
No,
No?
No, it's for the court, I believe, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for the court, okay.
For the constable.
How about the assessor? Is he supposed to be on this too or no?
no, he gets appointed separately.
Okay.
He gets like a 6-year term or something like
Yeah,
that.
he has a term of office, yeah.
2019.
Is that what it is? Okay, motion and a second, if that's a discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign, abstention, motion carries. Also need a resolution to establish a standard workday for the town of Messina for the year 2017, as 7.5 hours per day. Do you have a motion to that effect?
We're not all 7.5.
No, there's, Frank is 8 and Jimmy is 8.
Airport,
Highway.
maintenance people,
That's
highway,
they're all 8.
are all
And
8.
that's-
And the clerical are 7.5.
why is that?
It's just because of the hours that were set for operation.
And now they're covered under the contract.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so the contract defines a bunch of them, and there's a handful that aren't defined by contract, or covered by the contract, that would be,
Yeah, but even some of the contractual are 7.5 and others are 8.
okay.
Last year, I think we amended it to be, 2 of them at 8.
So why don't we do this, why don't we, set the standard workday at 7.5 hours or 8 hours, depending on, contract language, or position, yeah, I guess, maybe. That makes sense? Or you wanna have it more clearly defined?
I'm just thinking down the road. If I'm still here, whatever, down the road, if there's a question, we can refer back to the minutes. Once you specify the same hours as 2016 warranted for all employees for the workday, I guess, I don't know.
We could, yeah, it would be something like to continue,
I can
Aren't
see
there
what we.
very few people covered under the labor contract?
what was that, Steve?
Aren't there very few people that are
7.
covered under,
7 that aren't covered.
aren't they confidential, like Nancy?
Nancy
Who's not
Brendel,
covered?
Frank, Mike, Elaine Dunbar,
Is there
Pam.
Sanders?
Upper end.
And Pam is elected, so she's.
Right. And really, we're only doing this to keep somebody at the state level happy, I believe, right? You have to establish a work day.
We established the workday mostly for elected officials when they have to do the
Retirement.
log. And then
For retirement,
you
yeah.
have to know what your standard workday is to divide it into the hours to come up with how many days you get. A credit for it for, working.
Would that be the same for a 7.5 hour per day employee to establish their 1 full week towards retirement, or?
Yes,
I think so,
yes.
yeah. 37.5 hours.
All right, so should we just divide them and have Pam put it in the minutes?
Yeah, we can do that. So it could be,
You could list the titles.
well, you need to make reference to the collective bargaining agreements too, I would think. As defined by the collective bargaining agreements, and
And,
for those that are not covered by the collective bargaining agreement, they're all 7.5, right? Everybody else except, or
with the exception of,
Frank is 8.
okay, so there you go. So let's do it this way, yeah, standard established workday, standard workday resolution, is established for the town of Messina in accordance with the terms of the collective bargaining agreement at 7.5 hours, or 8, no, in terms of collective bargaining agreement, and then with non-bargaining unit officials, 7.5 hours with the exception of the highway superintendent who's 8 hours.
Can we table this and see if we need it?
I think they have to do it.
We have to have it in place, I don't know if it has to be done.
so is
Today.
Frank the only one that's 8 hours, or is Elaine 8 hours?
No.
or-
Elaine is 8, but she only works 7. Because of the way they do everything over there.
They're hour
We
lunch.
don't get a paid lunch, they do. So she's actually 8, that's what her workday is. So Frank and Elaine are 8.
But wait a minute, she shouldn't be getting credit for a paid lunch hour for retirement.
Well, she does. Frank and Elaine, and then rest of us, 7.5.
Okay, now you open a can of worms.
All right, that's
So-
what the county employees get, they work 7 hours, they get paid an hour for lunch. It's an 8-hour day, they get a full week's.
So do but the part-time, the people that are covered by the collective bargaining agreement, are they getting credit for 8-hour days?
Yes. Don't you remember when, our shop steward here brought that up?
I understand that, no, I understand they're
So
getting
you
paid
do
for
that.
lunch, but I'm saying as far as the 8 hours of retirement time. That's what
Well,
a
they get
pension.
1 day.
Okay,
It's not by the hour, it's considered, what
Yeah.
equals
Okay.
1 day,
All right.
so.
okay. All right, so, are we further muddled that, or you wanna wait? I mean, I think if, I can word it, if Pam and I can word it the way I just said it, if that's okay with you. That we will,
Yes.
the standard workday will be according to the terms of collective bargaining agreements for those employees covered by those agreements. For employees not covered by those agreements, it will be.
Same
7.5.
hours as they were in 2016.
Right,
And they shall be described in the future minutes, I guess.
yeah, we're not gonna do it by
Put that
name.
in language.
I can.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, now we got a motion and a second, and I think an explanation, we all know what we're talking about it, or,
I didn't get the motion in a second.
oh, did we, anybody make a motion on that?
I will.
Sam, Lou, okay.
Second.
Sure will. Mr. O'Shaughnessy, second. Okay, lots of discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Abstention, motion carries. Appointments, for the supervisor appointments, secretary bookkeeper will continue to be Nancy Frigo, through her retirement. And we'll make another appointment, I guess, when you're gone, right? And deputy supervisor will be Councilman Nicola. Liaisons and committees, I don't think there's much change here from this year, but bear with me. The library, liaisons to the library will be Carbone and O'Shaughnessy. Recreation, Nicola and Miller. MED, Miller and Nicola. Rescue Squad, O'Shaughnessy and Miller. Town Board and Hospital, O'Shaughnessy and Gray. BDC, Carbone and O'Shaughnessy. Chamber of Commerce, Gray and Miller. Highway Committee will be Nicola and Gray, supervisor. Airport Committee will be the same, Nicola and Gray. Audit Committee will be Nicola and Miller. Hiring Job Description Committee is, right now it's O'Shaughnessy and Gray. Wait, did I miss one?
Missing a few lines in there.
Budget committee.
Oh, I skipped the budget, yes, the
Yeah.
entire town board, right.
What was the budget one?
Budget's the entire town board. We get job description. Personnel is, Miller and Gray. Power Authority Liaison will be Nicola and Gray. And, Tribal Liaison will be, Supervisor and also Miller.
I forgot personnel committee.
Personnel was Miller and Gray.
Yeah, no, I guess said that. Yeah.
Hiring job description.
Job description.
Well, that was, I said O'Shaughnessy and Gray on that one, but we need to, I need to get, let's put, somebody take my place on there.
So hiring job description committee is Miller and supervisor?
Well, I had O'Shaughnessy and Gray, but,
O'Shaughnessy,
um,
okay.
but somebody wanna take
I'm lacking,
my place in there?
I'm down, MED, I only got 3, so.
All right,
go
put
ahead,
you on
something
the
else.
hiring and job description then, you and Steve can do that?
And then personnel is,
Miller and Gray. Whew,
What was
okay.
that motion
that
for?
was
I thought it was-
Hiring job description.
Oh, okay.
So, library is Sam and Steve?
Is that different?
Yep.
Well,
That was Al.
Oh, okay.
Al is me,
It's fine, I relinquish my,
Am I being punished?
Al and me for rec,
time will tell.
me and Al for MED. Miller and Steve for rescue. Town board is Steve and Joe.
Yeah. Hospital.
Who's BDC?
Carbone and O'Shaughnessy I have.
What about library
Museum we're missing.
or museum?
Yeah, we're missing, yeah.
There is the museum. Wasn't on there.
Thought I just copied and pasted.
That's where your extra one was. 'Cause I was on,
think
I was
that-
on hiring a job, Joe. And then Sam was on,
Okay, let's do,
It's
all right, now let's change, all right, let's go back to, museum board was, O'Shaughnessy and Miller, correct?
no,
No.
museum is Carbone and
Oh,
O'Shaughnessy.
okay, O'Shaughnessy, okay. Hiring and job description will then be,
Me,
Miller, yep, and O'Shaughnessy.
yeah.
I mean, I can stay on it if you want, so
No,
I'll
that's
get,
all right.
still only have 3.
I got 6.
Yeah.
Well, you're good.
You're not
Yeah.
in here.
You're retired,
Goes by
Tim. You got the time.
Right.
Who's hiring again?
Yeah, I'm a little
Sam
lost.
and Tom.
Oh, Sam and me?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you're short.
Hiring, I got O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Tom like that.
Steve's passing up his duties as hiring and, job description, I don't know.
So Miller and Carbone are hiring job description,
Beginning of grant and
Miller, Carbone?
apparently so.
Grant and corruption is in
That was about as clear as mud.
Check with you later, too.
Okay, town board, next up, town board appointments or reappointments to the following boards.
They need BDC.
I mean,
Oh, 'cause I worked during, they have meetings at 1 o'clock, I work. I
You
think.
remember what that is, don't you, Tom? Word thing?
Contract renewal updates are as follows. What's different here?
It must have been
I don't understand the library board of
No.
testing. I think that's something that was tied into the issue we had when we had the asbestos.
There's only a couple here we need to do. bond layers, aluminum historic we just did, attorney we've done, deferred comp, do we have to approve that, Rita? Do you know?
I think it's every year.
Chamber of Commerce we did,
These are just the ones that I
Deferred
had on
comp's in
file
there
as
twice.
expiring
On
in
your
dog
2016.
control's done,
Oh, so if deferred comp is expiring, then we have to review that and, because I think that's more than a 1 year.
okay, so that needs to be tabled, or it needs to be reconsidered. Dog control is set, hold harmless we've done, highway funds,
You do that as a separate resolution.
right, I
Yeah.
think so, yeah. Humane Society is separate as well, done. Library, that's the one we got one. Life flight we put off, Meals on Wheels, we probably need to do that one, right?
It's done,
You did
Done.
that one.
done,
Was that in the earlier one? Okay.
reach out is done.
Oh, yeah, reach out, okay. And rescue squad is done. So the only two we need to do here that I can see is Seaway Valley Model Airs lease. They'd like to extend it, as a request, then we can do that discussion, and then the senior citizens agreement.
Well, on that model airs, oh, go ahead.
All right, let's have a motion to discuss both of these.
Okay, on the models airs,
I need a motion
Oh.
first.
So moved. Now, I'll second.
Okay. All right, model airs, go ahead.
now, they would like to extend it out. Now, in that contract, I can't remember reviewing it. If we decide to do something with that property, is that lease done? Is it strictly in there?
I think we have a notice, there's a notice period in there, it's got like 30, 60 days, something
Either
like
party
that.
can change.
Okay, cause it's definitely, cause if we were decided to do something with that 90
Well,
acres.
let's do, I'd like to reread the senior citizens agreement as well. So why don't we put these off? A
Okay.
month is
Sounds
gonna make
good.
a difference.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, please,
Okay.
then we'll know what we're talking about exactly.
Okay.
All right, now, board appointments, on several different boards we have. We've got some vacancies to fill, maybe some reappointments. Okay, first off, BDC, Ron Bacon,
I reached out to Ron Bacon, he said he would like to be reappointed,
okay, and Larry Ralston has resigned.
and that's a village appointment, I believe, isn't it?
It is, okay, that's not ours, okay. So, as of right now, we'd reappoint Ron Bacon for another 5-year term, right?
Yes.
Joint Recreation, Dave McClellan is up.
I called Dave, and he said that he's a village appointment, and he has already been reappointed by them. I thought he was a town appointment, but he's not.
Okay, Library, we had a resignation, Bob Manning, do we have a replacement there?
I reached out to Joe Savoca, he's interested in the position, and they are looking for a secretary.
Okay. So that would be Joseph Soroka. A 5-year term. The MV, I'm sorry, the Senior Rescue Squad Board members.
Lenore, would like to be reappointed.
Okay.
And the Board of Managers took the vote at their last meeting and threw their support behind it.
Okay, good. John Bogosian's expiring on, his term is expiring on the Messina Electric Board.
He wants to be reappointed.
Okay, good. Hospital Board, we have 4 terms expiring. Paul Morrow, Sue Beller, Riel Kupal, and Ed Hamel. I have talked to all 4 of them. I'll be reappointing Morrow, Beller, and Kupal. Museum, David Talarico's term is expiring. We have a
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, we have a vacancy from, a resignation from Joe Savoca, and we replaced Davis in the past, haven't we? Yeah, I think so, so. And
Paul
then,
Roofer.
Paul
Oh, yeah.
Roofer, I think.
yeah, and Macaulay is, Joe Macaulay's expiring as well.
And I reached out to Joe McCullough, he would like to be reappointed.
Okay, and Dave Talarico?
I called him and he would like to be reappointed.
Okay, good. And Macaulay, I think, is interested in being reappointed.
He is.
So we're missing somebody for Joe Savoca?
Anybody have a name for that?
Dave Furry.
Okay. Okay, planning board, Sean Burke's term is expiring.
Sean Burke would like to be reappointed.
Would like to be reappointed, okay. Yes.
The BDC is only for 3 years.
The BDC's 3 years, okay, so,
The
I guess we.
Well, that's right too, because it's a split board,
Yeah,
village and town.
yeah, okay, so correction on that, BDC's 3 years. Okay, so, again, we'd entertain one, blanket resolution to make all those appointments.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Actually, I think the hospital board probably should be excluded from this,
Oh, yeah, it should be.
yeah. So a blanket resolution for everything but the hospital board. Are we confused yet, Bob? All those in favor, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Abstention, motion carries. I have one other, piece of business that it should have come before the board on, in December, and I did not do that. I spoke to you before about another fishing tournament in July, it goes for July 8th, it's the Cajun Custom Lures and Rods Tournament. They have a thing called the Northeast Tour, and they have different locations throughout the Northeast, several other locations in New York State. It's a contract between the town and the village, the town and Cajun Rods Tour, for $2,000 host fee that we pay. And we have some other responsibilities, get together a banner that we show, that shows Messina's presence at other tournaments. We'll provide them literature on Messina for distribution if desired, vector filed logos, and a parking area for boats and trailers, which we do anyway. So, I just need your approval to send them a check for $2,000 to sponsor this tournament. It's coming out of the budget that we have for marketing and promotion.
So moved. Second.
Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Abstention, motion carries. Pam's also pointing out to me that we need to set salary schedule that is in your packet.
Drop the, drop description one, it's Steve and I on that.
We're going fishing. I'm gonna be out of that. Instead of,
Do I need to go through all these? Probably should, huh?
Just do it as
The one, this one,
scheduled.
one was, okay, all right. So I need a motion to approve the salary schedule for 2017.
which is
It's public information, certainly anyone can see it, we can make a copy available to anyone that wants one. It covers pretty much the town council, the supervisor, the town clerk, the deputy town clerk, the justices, the assessor, the justice clerk, the part-time court clerk as well, assistant court clerk, the secretary bookkeeper, second secretary bookkeeper, auditor for GASB, the receiver of taxes, deputy receiver of taxes, historian, archivist, highway superintendent, airport manager. And again, I don't understand why these two are separate. Oh, I guess I have to make the appointment, never mind, I'm sorry, go ahead. And then the airport foreman and the airport laborer.
Hello?
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Do we have a motion?
You did this one.
Did we do a motion at that point?
No.
We didn't, okay, I'm sorry. We need a motion in a second.
Is the phone
Why
right?
why do you appoint the airport staff, but you don't appoint the highway staff?
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering. And the
I don't
same with building maintenance and library maintenance.
I don't think they have to be, they're not really appointed positions.
Right, exactly. So I think those bottom five should be
Just always
taken
done
off.
it this way.
Yeah.
Because you asterisk with per union
Don't.
contract.
Right on that. Is that the one you signed?
No,
Oh,
Chill out. Okay.
I had to get
All
it
right.
on.
So drop the bottom five.
we still have to set their salaries,
No, but
That's in
why?
the
Those are in the contract.
because you have to,
So are some of the others.
the salary schedule lists everybody's final salary.
Now,
But again, why aren't all the employees in?
The highway department's on this,
All the employees are there, the second sheet has all the highway employees,
because
the second sheet?
There's a second sheet?
There's a second
I'm
sheet?
sorry.
There isn't a second sheet.
There's a second sheet with a signature line.
Okay.
Why would we have to do that? It's covered under a union contract.
On my desk, yes.
I'll get it because they all need to sign it.
Oh, let me.
Okay, I understand now, I didn't know there was a second sheet.
Yeah,
That makes
it's
sense.
just the salary schedule allows us to, pay.
It sets the official
Yeah,
salary
it
for
sets the
regular.
official
I
salary.
didn't see, I didn't know there was a second sheet, so that's fine.
Husband's remainder too. When I get home.
We still need to formally adopt them, to formally set salaries.
Copy that.
So I don't know that we need a copy of us to
Formality.
do that, because there is a formality, most of this stuff is. So, if anybody's comfortable making a motion without seeing the second page,
So move.
Second.
second,
Just a highway guy.
This is the way.
That's for
Just
contract.
had it
Dis-
ready.
discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Took care of the appointment of the
Extension.
library.
Motion
Tom
carried.
is thank you.
Huh?
Tom, and, yep.
Okay,
I got a headache.
all right, any other business for the organizational meeting?
I was wondering if I could have a few minutes in
The executive session? Sure.
Or,
Be quick
Yeah,
for a contract.
for discussing contractors, okay, very good.
no action then?
No.
I don't anticipate any action, no. All right, I entertain a motion to go into executive session.
So move.
Motion and a second.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Before we go, public comment.
Come on, Bob, ask something.
Any questions for the
No.
media?
No.
Nope.
Thank you very much. We'll
And
see
make sure you
you
get a copy of the paper
whenever
tomorrow, so I know
received.
who's on what committee here.
Oh, yeah, you didn't know what the next meeting was.
I'm not writing anything
Oh,
tonight.
yeah.
You're gonna have to wait till
Sorry,
Friday.
I went to Friday.
And then we meet, yeah.
January eighteenth, the next meeting, see you back here.
What's that?
See you back here in 2 weeks, January eighteenth.